Oh no, and welcome back to Matchday Live, and it's me, Dan, back again. And this weekend, Manchester United have to face Norwich at Old Trafford, and I do believe it is a 3 o'clock kickoff. So the team I've gone for is Martial, Mata, Fred, Matic, Rashford, Greenwood, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Harry Maguire if he's fit. Apparently there is a possibility he might not play, but apparently Solskjaer's come out today that he could make a decision on him today on. I don't know. And obviously Williams at left back. And then I've gone for Romero in net just because, well, I'll tell you why in a second. So let's get into the game and let's play a match. So let's talk about the last 3 games, literally, for United. So where do we start? So obviously we start with the Arsenal game. We had the Arsenal game, then we had the Wolves game, and then we had the first leg of the semi-final against Man City. And yeah, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best of. Let's just say it wasn't the best of weeks for United. So we start off with the Arsenal game. We lost 2-0. We didn't even show up in that game. Arsenal just completely outplayed us, pretty much. Goals from Pepe. It's just a cross from Pepe. No, it was a cross from Aubameyang that went into Pepe, and Pepe just put it into the empty net. So then that was 1-0, and then literally right before half-time it was a corner, and I think it was a flick on from Lacazette, and it went on to De Gea. De Gea saved it, and then the ball kind of... Oh, what a finish that is. The ball kind of ripped off Victor Lindelof's back, and then Socrates just put it into the net, and that was 2-0. We were so poor that game, in that Arsenal game. We looked better second half. He brought on Matic, and we kind of controlled the ball. But, you know, 2-0 down at Arsenal. They're just going to defend for their lives. And, yeah, there's nothing much we can do about that, I'm afraid. So, after that 2-0 loss, you know, we were expecting, oh, God, here we go. What's going to happen? You know, are we going to go on a decline again? And after that we had the FA Cup game against Wolves, which finished 0-0. The replay, I believe, is after this. I think is it this Tuesday or next Tuesday? Oh no, I think it's this Tuesday coming. Is it? I think it is this week coming. I'm not too sure if it's this week or the week after the semi-final against Man City. But oh, nice touch from Mata there. Oh my God. Yeah, so we drew that game 0-0, but yet again in that game, we didn't. Well, you know, we played pretty well for some bits of the game, but then after that, you know, second half came on. You know, we had a couple shots. Rashford came on, hit the crossbar. You know, had a goal. I think it was John Ruddy in net. He made a couple good saves. Wolves did have a chance as well in the first half as well, which was a fantastic save from Romero. And yeah, oh, I thought that was in then. I just think, you know, a 0-0 draw. You know, we were lucky not to lose that game. Wolves at home, they are very strong, but obviously, you know, we go back to Man United now. It might be a different ball game, but I still think, you know, they're going to be a... Oh, what a ball that was. I still think they're going to be a, you know, a hard team to beat, even at Old Trafford, Wolves. So it's going to be a definite, you know, second replay, or first replay, you know, replay game. It's going to be a definite hard game for United. But anyway, yeah, we drew that game 0-0. Pretty much a boring game, really. Both teams were poor. So, yeah. So then, obviously, after that, we went into the... There's so many games to talk about. We then went into the game against Man City, and I didn't get to watch it, unfortunately, because I was at work. But, yeah, 3-0 at half-time. You know, they completely destroyed us. You know, a super goal against Bernardo Silva, which was good. And then after that, Kevin De Bruyne and... No, it wasn't Kevin De Bruyne. It was it was Riyad Mahrez on a counter-attack. You know, we had Phil Jones at the back. So, of course, we just can't play Phil Jones in the defence because we are so shit with him in. I don't know. I thought he was really poor that game. To be honest, the whole team was pretty poor. Second half, yet again, he brought on Matic and we played a bit better. And we did get a goal through Rashford, which was 3-1. But yeah, they scored. Rio Mahrez scored the second one, and it was an Andreas Pereira in goal for the third one because of that. It was a mistake from David De Gea. I don't know. Was it the second one? I think it was the second one, if I remember correctly, which was a mistake from De Gea's kicking or something. So that's why I've dropped De Gea. I think we need to drop him for a game. I think Romero, when he plays really well, and he's a good, he's a good goalkeeper to have at centre, not at centre back. He's a good, backup goalkeeper. So I reckon if we put him in a game against Norwich, Norwich, they're 20th, they're bottom of the league at the moment. Haven't had the best of runs really. Obviously, we beat them 3-0 at their place. It could be a good win for United if we can get a win against them. We can try and get that confidence back. But then obviously we do have, I think, who do we have after? I'm pretty sure we have that Wolves game. But if we can get a win into that Wolves game, that wouldn't be too bad, I guess. And obviously we got Norwich this weekend. So Norwich themselves haven't been, like the best of the teams. I'm just having a look. Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, FA Cup. Do we play? No, I think we play on Wednesday. Yeah, we play Wednesday. So we play Wednesday against Wolves, and then after that, I'm not too sure who we have in the Premier League. I'm pretty sure we have Liverpool. Do we have a Liverpool? I think we have Liverpool. I'm not too sure if that is or not, but we've got a couple. It's going to be a definite hard month for us. Let's just say that. The start of this month hasn't gone well for us. But anyway, so yeah, Norwich. I think I can't remember what was the form of Norwich's players of the team. I know they're 20th, and I think they lost the last game. Let's just see. Yeah, so they beat Preston in the FA Cup 4-2. They're going to score. Oh, great save. Yeah, they beat Preston 4-2, but then they haven't played since then, and they played Crystal Palace, and they drew 1-1. And then they drew against Tottenham before that. So they're on a bit of a, drawy run, if I'd say that. But obviously, I will say that. But, they are 20th, though, and I think they have got... Oh, what a finish that is. I think they have got, they've got a bit of a dodgy run. I think Pookie's out as well for quite... I think they've got a couple of bad injuries to their team. But obviously United, I think United will beat them this weekend because obviously we want to bounce back and, get a victory in the Premier League because somehow we're still 5th, which is remarkable. But if we beat Arsenal that last game, we would have been like a point behind Chelsea. So it would have been a perfect game to get 3 points. But unfortunately, we lost against Arsenal. So yeah, obviously, let's talk about the team. I thought Williams needs to start this game because I thought he's been playing pretty well. I think Luke Shaw is. Yeah, Luke Shaw's had it. I think Luke Shaw needs to go. Dan James has had a pretty poor couple games, so I've put Greenwood on that right hand side, and I think Greenwood, he plays pretty well on that right hand side when he plays. So I think he will be up front with Martial and Rashford. Rashford as well. Oh, that's a bad pass. So is that. I think Rashford and Martial have been poor as well. Didn't really show up in the Man City game. Martial. And also, Rashford didn't really show up in the Arsenal game either. But it might be one of them games where, if Martial is in the mood, he might be able to get a couple goals for us. And I wouldn't be surprised if we, win this game. I would like to see us win this game like 3-0 yet again. But I've got a funny feeling we might. I hate to say it. If we lose to Norwich, there will be question marks over Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. No doubt about that. But I just can't see it. You know, Norwich. You know, I think we will. You know, defeat Norwich, but it's going to be a close game because obviously United will just control the ball pretty much for all of the game. And we're just going to try and, you know, get that goal. If we can get that goal early, I reckon United will pressure. You know, if we can get that goal early against Norwich, you know, Norwich will probably crumble. And so, yeah, that's pretty much that. Talking about transfers, so obviously it's the January transfer window. There's been a load of talk about, obviously, Bruno Fernandes recently. Apparently, Mike Phelan and Solskjaer went to a Sporting Lisbon game apparently and went to watch him apparently. So you never know, we might see him come in. Also, there's talk of Ashley Young going to Inter Milan as well. Come out the other night that Ashley Young has been in talks with Inter Milan and want him to go this month, but apparently, what's his name? Solskjaer doesn't want Ashley Young to leave this month and, you know, sign a new contract. But to be honest, you know, Ashley Young, he does bring experience to the game, to some games, but I think we definitely need that experience until the end of the season. You know, I think this season's pretty much, you know, depending on what happens in the Europa League, I think this season's pretty much over with, to be honest with you, because I don't think we're going to get top 4 because we're so inconsistent. I really do doubt. Oh, what a save that is! I really do doubt we'll get top 4. So I think the only way is to go through, you know, the Europa League. But to be honest, with the Europa League, it can be dangerous, and it's gonna be a hard season for United. But you never know. Wait and see. You know, teams above us are, you know, losing as well, because obviously Chelsea, didn't they lose to Southampton in their last game? I'm not too sure if it was their last game or not, but yeah, teams above us are dropping points. You know, Leicester City. It looks like it could be Leicester City, Man City in the top 3. It's just that final position could go to Tottenham, could go to Man United, could go to Chelsea. I can't see Arsenal winning. I can't see Arsenal getting top 4. Just because, you know, they're so many points behind. But, you know, they're bouncing back with Arteta now, so it might be a 3 or 4 team race just for 4th. So yeah, there's that. So anyway, we've finished 4-0. I don't think that will be the scoreline. I reckon United will probably win the game 2-0 or 2-1 or something like that. So I'm actually going to end it. I'm actually going to end it here, guys. So for my score prediction, I'm going to go 2-0 in Man United. I reckon it will be a boring game, but I reckon United will edge it and get a 2-0 victory. So anyway, guys, I'm actually going to end it here. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your score prediction below. So right, I'm going. Bye. Now, guys, thank you for watching my video. Hit me up on Twitch and Twitter, and don't forget to watch the playlist down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.